How y'all doing this morning? Good morning. Grab your coffee. How are you guys this morning? I hope that you are enjoying this beautiful, lovely day because you know what happened today? We all woke up. Do you know how freaking awesome that is? Do you know that there are people in the world that didn't get that opportunity? And yet you did? That is amazing. And I am so grateful that you are alive and here and with me today. Out of all the places in the internet that you could be, you are here with me. And that blesses my heart. So thank y'all for being here. And I am so excited to teach this class today because I had a big epiphany a few months back because I thought everybody in the world just used their intuition. I thought I didn't know. You don't know what you don't know, right? And I have been using my intuition for so long that it's just kept me alive through all of my trauma, through being trafficked, that I didn't know that other people didn't know how to use it. And so when I had that big epiphany, I was like, my goodness, I need to help people understand how to trust themselves and trust their intuition because it is a massive superpower that is inside of you. But you know what? So many times we can't find it because, right there, other side, our brain or our heart. And we're going to get to that in 1 second. But intuition to me is inspired action. That's what it creates because when you can feel your intuition, when you know what's going on, you have immediate inspired action, and that is actually how I'm able to manifest so easily. So I'm going to check in with Reed real quick. Reed, how are we doing? Is it showing up live in the group?
Checking right now.
Okay. Want to make sure that everyone's able to jump on. And
I'm actually not seeing it pull up yet.
Did you go to the event? Because it's in the event.
Yes, but at the same time it should be popping up so anyone can pop in.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing then. I'm just going to stand here.
You're great. Sometimes it takes a moment for it to show
Well,
up.
I've been on for a few minutes though, so it should... are you seeing it live in the group?
I'm not. And it should.
And you're not seeing it live in the event?
I didn't invite myself to the event. Here we go. The event. Here we go.
Am I live in the event?
You are live in the event. Let's...
Okay, one person is on. There we go. Is that not where I was supposed to be live?
No, this is perfect. This is where I invited people. It's just not showing up in the group for some reason. So
can you share it to the group?
I'm working on that. You'd think that would be a real quick thing.
Right. I also moved out of my closet. My closet is great for little videos, but for 30-minute trainings, I just sweat too much. It gets hot in my little recording studio spot. I'm wondering if I should just go live in the group.
I think you're good. What I just posted into the group.
Okay. So
they can see it at the top. You just keep rolling because...
Okay, well, we will cut and paste this, or trim the clip, because this class actually will only be available live for 12 to 24 hours, and then we take it down and it goes in the Firestarter Business Template Program. And so we're just going to cut the front out and jump in right here, right now. So hi, y'all. My name is Jess Richardson. Welcome to Intuition, the untapped superpower. And really, intuition is what gives me my inspired action. It is what kills the hustle, because when you're able to really follow and trust your intuition, you're able to know exactly what you're supposed to be doing, exactly how you're supposed to be doing it. Hey, Randy. Hey, and welcome. It just changes everything. And so I had this massive realization a number of months ago that people don't know how to use their intuition. And because I learned it so young and through trauma, that I thought that everyone did it and used it, and I'll be darned if they don't. And that was just crazy to me. So I'm going to tell you a real quick story about how I learned to use my intuition, because in the extreme trauma, you can actually see more of the details. That's one of the benefits of my life experience, is that my trauma was so severe that the experiences were so extreme that I was able to see the patterns easier. A lot of times you can't see the nuances if it's not so extreme. So that is like a perk of my trauma, and I'll take that because, well, I lived, and what doesn't kill you does make you stronger. So, I was 17 years old and I was being trafficked, and I was working the street, or the track is what we called it, but working the street as a prostitute because I was trafficked in the sex industry. And the street is the most dangerous place to work because you never know when someone's going to hurt you. You never know when someone's going to try to kill you. You just don't know what's going on. And you're just getting into random strangers' cars. Well, at one point, this old hoe, like she looked like she was 1,000,000 years old, but she had just had a really hard life and been working the streets for a long time. She came up to me and she was just like, "This is where the Green River Killer's at. He's going after girls like you. And like, you need to be careful and watch your back." And 17-year-old me was just terrified. And it's like, how do you know when you're going to get in the car of a serial killer? You literally have like 10 seconds to figure it out. And you just have to listen to that part of you. Now, so many times people confuse the mindset, the brain. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. The brain or the heart with the gut. See, the thing is mindset is not intuition. Heart set, healing, your feelings, those are not intuition. Feelings lie. Those fuckers are nasty. Sometimes feelings can be really helpful, but sometimes they're just plain wrong and stupid. But your gut is tapping into, that's your intuition, but it's tapping into a deep part of you where your subconscious is connecting things, but you're not necessarily rationalizing in your brain as to why. You just know it's right, or you just know it's wrong. Have you ever just looked at someone and been like, "Man, they're like a killer"? That's your intuition. Or, "Whoa, that person is really cool. They have the best energy." That's your intuition. It's this just knowing deep inside of you without the second guessing, because you just know it. You feel it. I need the camera down here. You feel it so deep in your gut that you know it's true. Well, how do you get a hold of that intuition if you're not in these life and death situations? Because I learned leaning into a car to just feel and observe and take everything in and just, what is this? What is going on? Is it going to be okay? And obviously I never got killed. And actually being on that track during that time, I had less violent problems than any other time because I was so in tune with what I was feeling. Let me grab my notes real quick. So the brain is a muscle. And it is, for most people, it's just, we don't work it like a muscle. Yeah, we let it get lazy and flabby, and it just kind of behaves like a 3-year-old. Why? What's going on? I'm over here. I'm over there. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go this way. And your brain is like fucking crazy. You got to stop that shit. Just like you got to stop a 3-year-old that's asking why every 3 seconds for the next 15 years. Like, you can't just let it carry on endlessly forever. You have to learn how to control your brain, because there's only three things in the world you can control: your thoughts, your words, and your actions. And your brain thoughts are like this backfeed. And if you're getting constant questions, why is this happening? What's going on? Why? you're going to go nuts and you're never going to be able to listen to your intuition. Good morning, Lorraine. It's so good to see you on here. The key with intuition is that if your brain is working, period, your intuition is not. It is really that simple. That's my litmus test to whether or not it's my intuition or my brain. If my brain is processing anything, if it's thinking about anything, that is not my intuition. That is my brain or my feelings, my heart saying, okay, this thing. Intuition comes deep from your gut. It's a knowing. It is so solid, but you know what? It's quiet. And that's why people don't hear it. Is because with the brain working and the feelings going in your heart, you're not listening to that deep thing inside of you. So the brain can be trained, and really that has to happen. In actually part 1, module 1 of the Firestarter business template is Who Am I? And I go through a tool in there about developing your own I ams. And I ams are things that I use every single day. It's super simple. You just draw a gingerbread man, put your I ams, who you are that day in it. And then I use that. Hi, Providence. It's great to see you. I use that, my I ams in order to combat the constant brain. Because when the brain is just going crazy and talking, asking questions, doing its own thing, playing the records, you can't control it. So I combat all of those brain thoughts with I ams. If I can't not think, then I choose what I think. Did that make sense? If I can't not think, then I choose what I think. And so what I choose to think is my I ams, because those strengthen who I am. And I typically just have like 5 that I roll through in my head all day. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I'm worthy. I am magnificent. Yeah, I am loved. I am cared for. And I just let those play in my head, because if my brain's going to go freaking wild, and I'm training it always, I've been training it my whole life. Sometimes it still goes wild. I want to keep in there the things that are positive, that are going to help me and not distract me, because shiny object syndrome is everywhere. Shiny shit is just everywhere, and squirrel, you want to go chase things. So I control my brain. Then we come to the heart and the feelings, and those feelings make us second guess. They're like, oh, what about this? Or, oh, what about that? Or maybe I'm going to hurt this person, or I'm going to do that. And we have all these feelings, and so many times our feelings are just bullshit. They're based off of prior experiences. They're not things that we really want to be feeling. We just let our heart go wherever and do whatever without really thinking about what we're feeling. And this was one of the very first things that I learned in counseling, and one of the reasons why I left counseling as an occupation, because the premise that we can't control what we feel is complete and utter bullshit. You can pick your feelings. That's exactly what I do with the I ams with my brain. I also pick the feelings that I want to feel. If I don't like the way I'm feeling, I go and I exercise until I change the way I feel. If that means walking 11 miles, if that means scootering for 20, if that means getting out and going and climbing a mountain, or screaming from the top of the hills, I do that until I can get my heart and brain in alignment. Once those are connected, then you can keep going south to the gut. That's where the star, the golden part is. There is this inspired action that happens when you ponder. Will this be up, left, up? Yes, it'll be up for 12 to 24 hours. And there was some good parts in the beginning. Providence, we can work that out. But Hilltop Screaming is awesome, yes. So the gut is absolutely magnificent, because in how I get to this is I hold my hands open. So every challenge, every problem, every obstacle, everything I want, every desire, everything, I write it down. I almost always, if you've seen me around, if you talk to me, I almost always have a notebook with me. I burn through probably a couple of these a month. I write down whatever my problem or question is. Just write it down. Like I don't write any details. It's just like, I need to figure out traffic today. Like how to get certain traffic to a certain thing. And then I just write it down and I walk away. And I hold it in my hands open like this. And I allow my subconscious, so I put whatever problem is right here. And I allow my subconscious to ponder it. I don't think about it. I don't keep it in front of my face. I kind of pull it over to the side. And I let my subconscious just work on this. There's an amazing connection that when you write it and then kind of forget about it and just let it sit over here, what will happen is your brain and your subconscious, the back part, will start flowing and thinking and going, whoa, what about? And then you calm your brain and you calm your heart. And I do this all day. What will happen is there will be this instant, this moment when you have clarity up here. There's nothing going on. Like I probably spend 80% of my day with a clear brain. Really, like not thinking about anything. And when I'm thinking, I have my earbuds in and I'm like, don't talk to me right now because I'm thinking. Because I'm thinking. But most of the time, I'm just not even thinking. I'm experiencing my existence. I am observing what's around me. I'm being grateful for all that I have. I'm in love with my day. Like I look outside, I see the sun. I have this amazing window. I have a bed. I have a whiteboard. Like I can see and experience everything and observe everything that's around me. And while I'm just in that space of loving my life, that answer will come to you. That's why it's inspired action. Because when that thing comes to you and it hits you, you do it now. No waiting, no second guessing, no anything. Just jump in and do it immediately. That's why sometimes you guys see me with a live video and I'm looking all crazy. That's inspired action. That's my video saying, or that's my intuition saying, go live now, talk about this. What happens every single time I act with my intuition and behave with inspired action is whatever it is I want manifests very fucking fast. That's it. It's really, really that simple. You have to stop the brain. You have to manage the heart. Like, go deep, do your healing. I'm not saying push it away. I'm just saying don't let it control you. But go deep into that gut and just trust that you're doing the right thing, that when it pops into your head, you're going to take action. And I have a 3-second rule. It's kind of like the 5-second rule, only it's 3 seconds and there's no germs. Yeah, it is really, really that fast. It 3 seconds. When it pops into my head, immediate 3 seconds to take action. Because here's the thing with fear. If you let it sit longer, you are going to second guess it. You're going to question it. You're not going to do it. And the longer it sits, the less likely you are to actually accomplish it. So you have to take inspired action really fast the moment you feel it. And if it's a big picture, oh, I know how the whole thing comes together. Or if it's, I know how to solve this massive world crisis, start writing now. Turn the camera on, start filming now. Get it out now when you're in that intuition gut moment, that gut space. Get it out now so that you can know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And this is really the key to like hella fast manifesting and living within your purpose. It's really the connection between all three. It's the brain, the heart, and the gut. And here's the thing, is my litmus test for any of my theories are based on multiple practices. So if one niche or community or religion says it's true and all the others say it's not, I'm kind of skeptical. But when there's something that aligns with multiple religions, philosophical worldviews, or like this is loosely based on chakras. Like it's the same kind of concept. I'm addressing 3 of the chakras, but I'm doing it in practical application because not everybody wants to sit, crisscross applesauce and meditate. I don't meditate that way. I meditate by moving my body. And that's what clears my brain. But you have to have the clear brain. You have to know the difference between your heart and your gut. And then when those are clear, you get deep into that heart, or deep into the gut that can give you that intuition where you find your inspired action, and then do not ever second guess it. Just roll with it. And you know what? You will win. Providence, find a few sources. Same with science, politics, even, always find multiple sources, because like I felt like I got duped by religion. I was an evangelical Christian for a number of years, and I led thousands of people to Christ. And then as I deconverted, I felt like I was completely duped. Like I didn't follow my own intuition, and I just jumped in with both feet because I jingle all the way. I don't half-ass anything. And then, years into it, I'm like, I totally got played. I let myself get played because I wasn't trusting my gut. I was going with my heart and only my heart and how it felt and how things felt to me. And so I quit using my brain, I quit using my gut and went with my heart. And that's how we get duped. And so as I, have spent the last 7 years deconverting, I have found that there are universal truths. There are things that align with all the different religions or philosophical ideas. And those things are the things that we need to align with. And so the reason why I call your gut your untapped superpower is because it is hands down the most powerful thing I've ever learned to use. And I did not realize that most of humanity doesn't even get to it. They get so stuck up here. Don't get stuck up here. Clear this. This is a muscle. Don't let it be like a little 3-year-old. Why? Control your brain. It's powerful. There's only 3 things in the world you can control: your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Control them. Go past your heart and your feelings and feel deeply and trust yourself, and then immediately take that inspired action. Okay, I have no idea where I am on time. Read where am I? How y'all doing? Do you guys have any questions? I'd love...
22 minutes in.
22 minutes. No sense in making lists longer than it needs to be. But I want to answer your questions because one of my new things was no bullshit. I'm not making things take longer than they have to. And at the same time, I want to answer all of your questions and make sure that you really know how to do this. So don't forget, clear it. Don't let your heart control you. Go deep into your gut. And then that 3-second rule, the moment you feel that inspired action, get it out of your body and take immediate action. That's the key with all of it, is immediate action. That it's actually a very... Providence is typing her question. Okay, I'll wait. That action is actually a very masculine space, and it's a really good, because that's when I say rebellion is the antidote for fear. That's me allowing my intuition to work, and then the inspired action is me stepping into that doing and leveraging my rebellion to step away from fear and do whatever I need. And the whole entire process takes a matter of seconds. And it's hella fun, because once you start to get the pattern, once you get used to that feel, you just roll with it so fast. So if we notice we're leading with one part, our goal is to check in with the other 2 and keep coming back to balance. Yes, and no. What about anxiety-driven fear? Okay, so here's how I don't necessarily agree with balance in all regards. Brain is like a muscle. And so to me, this needs to be trained. My brain is my bitch. I don't let this shit get away with anything. Absolutely no. I control every thought because the records that are playing in my head are what I think about myself, what I think about my family, what I think about my business. My brain is my bitch. Out of my brain comes my mouth and all of my actions. If I let it get flabby, I'm fucked. So I have master control of my brain. My heart are my indicators. I need more coffee.
Got you.
No, I just I have to drink it.
No.
My heart is my indicators. So they are, why am I feeling this way? What's going on? Are my feelings appropriate to the current situation? Or am I feeling am I triggered from something from my past? My brain is my bitch. Great name for a book. Yeah, that is. My heart is my indications. Is what I'm feeling valid? Is it not valid? Do I need to change it? Do I need to sit in something? Do I need to write something down that I can go back to and heal in 3 days? Because sometimes when triggers come up, you can't always handle them immediately. So I just write it down and I come back to it when I'm in a healing space. So my brain is my bitch. My heart is my indicator. Where do I go? What do I need? Why am I feeling this way? And then sometimes I just have to be yeah, my heart's my bitch too. Fuck off. You just need to stop being the way you're being and change how you feel. And I do. I'm not telling y'all to do anything that I don't do every day and haven't for 20 years. It takes practice. You got to get used to it. But then the gut is something that is so quiet that you literally, when you're letting your brain or your heart work and they're going, you just won't even hear your gut. You won't feel it. You won't know that it's there. People will be like, that's bullshit. We don't even have that. And I'm like, wow, you're way out of balance. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Out of balance meaning there's no real connection. So it's not so much connection or balance as it is connection. Because once you have those two, then you can sit in peace. That's where your peace comes from. Once your brain and heart are connected and you can fall in love with your today and you can be at ease in the quiet spaces, that is when you can really just feel that intuition. When you're just on a walk and enjoying life and all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I want to do a contest. I'm going to give away exactly what I want. And I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it this way. And it just flows. That's how the contest came about. I was on a walk, and I was like, how do I promote this group? How do I promote the Firestarter business template? How do I really help people? Because I see my friends with this massive overwhelm, and I don't want to just sell them more shit so they're more overwhelmed. I want it to be fun and adventurous and playful, and then them actually get rid of the overwhelm, because the reason people are overwhelmed is they don't have a plan. So how do we make building a plan fun? So that's where the contest came out. And you know what? I'm going to jump into that real quick. She asked one other question. What about anxiety-driven fear? You know what? That is, I've had lots of anxiety. I've struggled with anxiety. And that is a combination of the brain and the heart being completely out of control at the same time. That is all anxiety is. It's the brain with catastrophic firings. You're going to die. This is going to happen. That's going to happen. This, that. And then the heart's reassuring it. Going, yeah, you're right, you're gonna die, everything's gonna happen. And that's what anxiety is. And so tackling my anxiety has been a combination of at first I couldn't do it, so I just smoked weed. quite frankly, like that weed will help your anxiety calm down. Because when it's so catastrophic and it's so ugly, you have to do something. And I'm not opposed to medicating if you need it. But I also had to learn how to de-escalate myself from that point. And because it's a muscle. Like if you go jump in and you start lifting weights with all the big boys, you're gonna fucking like keel over and die. You can't do that. You gotta work your way in. So I used weed to work my way in so I could learn how to manage my anxiety better. Does that make sense? So, the link. Try the current one, it isn't right. We might need to check the link for the contest. Okay, this contest is so much fun. So, it's a legal contest. Yay, joined! Awesome! You do not have to purchase anything to enter. Like we are giving away a prize and it is voted upon. So it's like a coloring contest for grown-ass adults, except it's your business plan. Which is fucking epic because you can actually build your business plan, which kills the overwhelm. And then you can do it in community in this lit entrepreneurs group. And then it's kind of like a popularity contest too, because we have to get uncomfortable with promoting ourselves and working through those things. That was actually a huge epiphany I had yesterday. I'll come back to that one. But you have to get used to promoting yourself and your business. But then it really helps encourage other people when you're sharing the visions of your business and how they come together and what you want to do and where, like, we can help each other, really help each other. And as I've been doing this urban adventure thing where we've been going out on scooters and we've been filming stuff and doing cool things, I was like, this is what I really want because the world changed. And if we stay locked in our houses, we're not going to be okay. And regardless of what you feel, you can totally social distance. Like whether you want to get in people's faces or not, you surely don't have to. And there's like not many people out. So go out, go adventure. And that's part of the grand prize package. And we're going to do first, second, and third place prizes. But it's like a $1,200 grand prize adventure package, or you can get a MacBook. Depending on, MacBooks are just kind of boring, but I was like, I don't know. Winner's choice. But the contest ends April 15th. So we have some time to be able to put together the business plans, but we're growing it huge because I really just want to help as many coaches and consultants. For this page, not the contest. Gotcha. I'll get you that too, Providence. I really just want to help people have fun and truly live their dream, but kill the overwhelm by making a solid plan. Because over the last 3-4 months, as I have built the plan for this business, for my business, it has just completely changed my entire energy. I'm not stressed about it. I just do my tasks and then I go play. I have a business that doesn't stress me out. And that is a really, really big deal because no one wants to be stressed. And again, you don't have to buy anything to win, but if you do get the Firestarter business template, it actually walks you through point by point how to build your business plan, executive summary. And that really just creates the boundaries for your business so you know what to say yes to and you know what to say no to. And we all need boundaries, and boundaries for our business really, really just give us structure. They give us help. You know what? There was a study once about children on playgrounds that if they took the fences off of playgrounds, all the children stayed in the center. But when they put the fence back around the playground, all the children spread out. So when your business has boundaries, it allows you to explore and play within those boundaries. But if you take them away, a lot of times, you just kind of go everywhere or you go in. And going into your hole is where that overwhelm is, and you can't ever be successful. You have to have the boundaries so you know where you can play. So we are going to be doing these classes every Tuesday and Thursday, probably for a couple months, because all of these classes get taken down in like 12 to 24 hours, and they're actually put in the Firestarter Business template as the badass bonus classes. But I didn't want to just film them. I'm actually dual purposing them. So as you can like step back and see my business from the outside, I'm working very, very smart, and I'm not duplicating things, which is exactly what I want for you guys in your business. Why film a class 2 or 3 times when I can film it once, promote my business, help you guys, and then also fill my program? It just makes sense. It's clarity that's based on intuition and inspired action. Okay, guys, I love you tons. We'll see you on Tuesday at 9. We'll end up announcing probably today or tomorrow the classes for next week, because I have them written down on paper, but not in computer language yet. So I love you guys. I really, right now, if you get the Firestarter Business template, I'm actually giving away a free one-on-one session for the first 50 people that buy it. So normally it doesn't come with any kind of one-on-one work, but for the first 50 people it does. So jump in now so you can get like one-on-one consulting with your blueprint. So if you get stuck anywhere, you can just like phone a friend, me. Awesome. I love you guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.